Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and Restless preview. Kane and Chance rush to stop another murder, and it's time to get the hell out of France. All of Kane's plotting and planning is about to blow up in his face, as his trusted manservant, Carter, clearly has an unhealthy obsession with his boss. The latest preview for Young and Restless teases that the trip to France is over, and everyone could be headed back to Genoa City in no time. We're guessing most of them never want to take a ride on a train ever again. After figuring out that Carter had the means and motive to take out Damien, Kane confronted his right-hand man, promising to protect him if he would only tell him what happened. Of course, Victor and Chance were listening around the corner in the garden maze, waiting for Carter to spill all that. Coming up, Lily appears to show up at the wrong place and the wrong time, as Carter grabs her and holds her at gunpoint, lashing out at Kane that everything he had done was for him. The promo also seems to tease, that's all, folks, where Carter is concerned. Kane tells Amanda that she made the right decision in calling the authorities, and Kane has been cleared of any wrongdoing. Well, except for the fact that he lured his enemies to his estate, trapped them there, subjected them to a madman. Damien was murdered, and the trip nearly cost Nick his life. All vacations must come to an end, even ones you wished you had never embarked on. As everyone's cell service suddenly returns, Victor assumes Kane has known he's lost the game. Indeed, Kane unleashes his anger in his office. Kane may be down, but he's certainly not out. Read the Young and Restless spoilers to find out what Jack does for Billy, and who comes to Tessa's aid. It's a race against time in this week's Young and the Restless, and the stakes couldn't be higher, or the setting more exotic. As Kane, Ashby and Chance Chancellor continue their dangerous game of cat and mouse in the heart of France, a chilling realization sets in: they might be too late to stop a killer. And even if they succeed, they might never make it out of the country alive. Welcome to Young and Restless' most suspense-filled summer storyline yet, where old secrets, new enemies, and murder most foul collide in a picturesque European nightmare. And trust us, this is one trip abroad that will change Genoa City forever. A bloody trail leads to a deadly discovery. When Kane first arrived in France under the guise of handling a corporate acquisition for Chancellor Winters, he thought it would be business as usual. A few contract negotiations, some fine wine, and a quick return home. What he didn't expect was to find himself pulled into a conspiracy involving an international crime ring, a shadowy billionaire with ties to Dumas International, and, most shockingly, a string of murders that have gone unsolved. Until now, enter Chance, who jetted off to Europe after receiving a cryptic message from Kane: "I need you here. Someone's killing again." The two men, once at odds, now allies, have pieced together the gruesome puzzle. The evidence points to a familiar name from Chance's past as a federal agent, and now the race is on to stop this elusive predator before yet another body drops. And here's the kicker: the next target? It might just be one of their own, the French connection. Dumas' shadow looms large. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the ghost that haunts this entire storyline: Aristotle Dumas. Though Dumas has thus far been an enigmatic presence back in Genoa City, his reach stretches far beyond the boardroom, and the clues Kane and Chance have unearthed seem to point to one of Dumas' former associates as the orchestrator of the European murders. Documents found in a hidden safe in a Parisian estate tied to Dumas suggest that a man known only as Le Revenant, a notorious fixer for the underworld elite, may be behind the killings. But what's even more chilling? There are whispers that Le Revenant isn't just acting alone, and that Dumas himself may have sanctioned these assassinations years ago. It all begs the question: is Aristotle Dumas just a powerful businessman, or something far, far more dangerous? Flashbacks and secrets. Kane's past comes back to haunt him. For Kane, this trip has become deeply personal. Longtime viewers will remember that Kane's early days were steeped in mystery, deception, and covert dealings. His past life as a fixer and con man under various aliases, not to mention his supposed death and resurrection, have always painted him as a man of secrets. But now, those secrets threaten to destroy him. In a powerful flashback sequence, we'll see Kane's past in France during his days as Ethan, including a never-before-seen encounter with a woman named Delphine, who was believed to have died under mysterious circumstances. Could her murder have been the first in this deadly chain of events? Kane's guilt, and fear that he somehow triggered the killings years ago, is pushing him to the edge. And that edge is precisely where someone wants him, vulnerable, exposed, and easy to eliminate. Chance's dilemma, lawman or fugitive. For Chance, the situation presents a moral and personal quandary. As a former cop and federal agent, he's no stranger to dangerous missions. But this one? It's off the books. And if things go sideways, no one back in Genoa City can save him. Already, the pair has been tailed, ambushed, and threatened, and French authorities are starting to take notice. Will Chance continue to play by the rules, or will he cross the line to protect Kane and stop the killer? A tense moment in an underground wine cellar, where Chance must choose between arresting a suspect or letting him go to follow a bigger lead, may prove to be a defining turning point. And viewers won't want to miss the charged confrontation between Chance and a mysterious Interpol agent who seems to know more than she's letting on. Another murder, and this time it's personal. Despite their best efforts, the killer strikes again, and this time, it hits close to home. In a chilling twist, the victim turns out to be an American contact who was helping Kane and Chance from behind the scenes. Their body is discovered in a vineyard with a cryptic message carved into a wine barrel nearby: "Go home." This brutal act sends a clear message, and both men realize they're running out of time, not only to solve the mystery but to get out alive. Kane's anguish is palpable as he blames himself for bringing death to someone trying to help. Chance, meanwhile, is torn between avenging their friend's murder and heeding the threat. "We're in over our heads," he tells Kane. "And if we don't get the hell out of France now, we're next." Back in Genoa City, the fallout begins as Kane and Chance fight for their lives overseas. The ripple effects are already being felt back home. Jill Abbott receives a disturbing call from French police, who hint that Kane may be implicated in criminal activity. Furious and terrified, Jill tries to leverage her global connections to get answers, but Victor Newman warns her to tread carefully. "You don't poke the Dumas hornet's nest," he cautions. "Not unless you're ready to get stung." Meanwhile, Abby is growing increasingly frantic about Chance's silence. Their recent reconciliation is tested as she wonders if she can handle yet another chapter of danger and uncertainty. "He's chasing ghosts halfway across the world," she confides. "In Devon. What if this time, he doesn't come back?" Devon, worried about Kane's involvement and its potential blowback on Chancellor Winters, considers pulling the plug on their French project altogether. But Nate urges caution. "Whatever's happening there, we need to be prepared here. And that means knowing everything." The escape plan, or is it a trap? In a final act of desperation, Kane and Chance plot their escape. Using a smuggler's route through the Pyrenees, they arrange to meet with a pilot who can fly them out under the radar. But the plan is fraught with danger, and neither man is certain they're not walking into a trap. As they pack their gear and prepare for the risky journey, tensions boil over. "I came here to stop a killer," Chance says. "Not to die in some French mountain pass." Kane, stoic but resolute, responds, "We stop this now, or we never stop running." But unknown to them, someone is watching, and the killer may already be one step ahead. Coming up next, the return to Genoa City, and the aftermath. Assuming Kane and Chance survive their perilous journey and make it back to Genoa City, they won't be returning the same men. The scars, physical, emotional, and psychological, will linger. And the mystery won't end in France, because Le Revenant may have followed them home. In upcoming episodes, we're poised to see a full-blown international crisis explode onto the streets of Genoa City. As Dumas' world collides with the lives of our core characters, alliances will shift, and secrets will surface, but for now, all eyes are on Kane and Chance, and whether they can outrun death one more time, because sometimes, the only way to win is to survive, and sometimes, survival means knowing when it's time to get the hell out of France. Final thought, a storyline that delivers suspense, action, and heart. This latest Young and Restless arc feels like a perfect blend of spy thriller and emotional drama, offering longtime fans a fresh take on Kane and Chance as reluctant heroes in an increasingly perilous world. From breathtaking French scenery to pulse-pounding chase scenes, to quiet moments of reflection and heartbreak, this storyline proves that YNR can thrill and move viewers in equal measure, and with more twists sure to come, we're left with one burning question: who will make it back home, and who won't?